What's going on, guys? Eric Guarino back here for thebasscollege.com, and we have arrived, the promised land, Lake Champlain. We're down here for the BFL. We couldn't fish the Rayo back this year due to some scheduling conflicts, but we got 7 days of fishing down here, so this should be an awesome video, and I hope you guys stay tuned for the whole thing because it's going to be a good one. Of course, we would plan on showing up here as the tournament was pulling out. We'll get on the water eventually. It's going to be well worth it. First 2 minutes of fishing. Yo! How about that, Tom? Already on the board, huh?
Yeah, third cast.
Third cast. All right.
On the jig.
On the jig. Let's get after him this year.
Look at this one, dude. 5 pound place, bro.
That's the ones you want to be weighing in.
5 pounder. Tube.
How about that one on a tube?
Nice, on the old green pumpkin tube, brother.
5 of them.
The old Mismo tube.
And you're in the deal right there. Let's get a picture of him.
He's 4 though, and change, maybe.
Good 4 and change.
Or something.
I'd say it's high 4s.
Got some fans of the YouTube channel here. They're looking forward to the video.
Say hi to YouTube. What's going on, YouTube?
That's what it's all about. All right, there's my first landed Champlain bass of the week. Nothing to speak of, but I just switched over to a white swim jig. So hopefully that flipped the switch. I was missing some earlier on a black and blue swim jig, so maybe that color change did it. Here's another little one. Getting a lot this size today. We're definitely going to be looking for some bigger ones. This is what he came out of, just to show you the grass we're fishing right now. Just a big grass bed. And I was throwing a 5-inch black Texas rig Senko. Hopefully we can find more of those 3.5, 4.5 pound class fish. That's a big head on that sucker. That's... Oh.
Small one.
Another small one. All right, wrapping up day 1, Ticonderoga. It was actually really just a half day. We got here at 3 p.m. I believe, so we only got 4 hours of fishing in. And the bite was kind of tough. You know, we had to work for our bites. It was 1 fish here, 1 fish there. I think we ended up with 12 keeper bass or so, like 10 to 12. So it was kind of a tough day, but we got a full day up north tomorrow, and the fishing up north is a lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to that. And tomorrow I'm gonna try to get a full day of footage. So let's get after them. Hey, chunky. All right, we were looking for smallmouth. Look how chunky that largemouth is right there. He'd probably almost go 3 pounds.
Yeah.
How fat he is. First one.
Mine on?
Yeah.
Nice.
Awesome.
Little fatty. Dude.
Little fatty. That's how they're shaped in Champlain. Oh yeah. Not a bad one. Not at all. Choked the tube.
Yes, he did.
That's what we'd like to see. Well, I guess the bright side of today is we don't need to shower later. Speared a couple nice ones on Champlain.
Welcome to Champlain. What do we got? 5 footers now?
5 footers at least. Out on the main
5
lake.
to 10 today.
We came out of Mallett's Bay and Champlain just turned into an absolute monster. Speared a couple big waves. Gonna call it a day, regroup, head down to Ty tomorrow. Hope for better. As far as the fishing goes,
Tough.
kind of like the weather, so we're gonna have to regroup. Good morning, guys. It's the morning of day 3, and as you can see, we are still on land right now, which is a problem. They're calling for 15 to 25 mile-an-hour winds today, blowing from the south. Yesterday was 5 to 10, and we ended up spearing 5 footers. So you can only imagine what 15 to 25 is going to be like. So we had to, take our time waking up today and regroup, find some protected areas. As you can see, we got completely soaked yesterday, and there's no dryer around here, so I just had to air dry all my clothes. This is where I've been sleeping for the week. I love sleeping on a hammock, man. Waking up to the sunrise every morning, nothing like it. But now it's time to catch some bass. Didn't eat it good.
You're on the outside though.
Yeah, that's what I thought. First Ticonderoga largemouth of the day. We got a real late start today. Long story, not gonna go into it, but we're here now. Let's get it done. All right, we just got dumped on by a pretty severe storm. It was a little squall. We had to take cover at the ramp, but we're back out now. And he choked the tube. Fishing some deep grass right now. Not a bad one, chunky fish, but we're looking for much bigger, so let's keep going. There's another one. What you guys didn't see was I just lost a nice 3-pounder because I'm using stupid fluorocarbon and it got all frayed up in the rocks.
Oh, I got a good one, dude.
And now he's got a good one. Oh yeah, that's the. Oh my goodness.
Get him, Eric. See if you can grab him.
All right, let me let this one go.
Oh boy.
That's a big one, Mike.
Oh boy. Oh. Shit.
Hey guys, it's the morning of day 4 practice. As you can see, it's a nice one out. We got out early, and John, the other guy in our group, just caught a nice smallmouth. His first cast. We came to these 2 islands. We're fishing Central Lake today, and John caught a nice smallmouth first cast on a gunfish. But hopefully it's going to be a good one. Oh yeah, nice smallie. Yeah.
He set the swim bait down in the shady. Why was getting mine?
Oh, it's tiny. Still though.
Did it really?
No, not a big one, but it's a start. Really been struggling here in the central part of the lake today. And I ended up breaking my last spinning rod I brought up here, so
Small one.
I'm not doing so good right now, but hopefully we could turn it around at some point. Right now it's not looking so good for me, that's for sure. All right, my dad and John are getting some good ones drop shotting, so we moved back out, try to do some of that, and this is a nice one.
Wow, dude, I want to go see. Look at that.
Yeah, he spit up a big, I think it might be a perch or a shad or an alewife.
We're gonna go find out.
All right, there we go, that's a decent one. Finally starting to figure him out a little bit. It's all about deep water today. We got a drop shot. All right, so that was an interesting storm. That pretty much sums up our trip so far. Interesting. It's been a lot of stuff going on, but now we're dried off. Gonna get back after him. Tom just lost a nice largemouth, just waiting for me. I went back to the house so I could change clothes. I got soaked, but we're still gonna go after him, so let's see what we can do. All right, we finally made it back out after that terrible storm, and first 3 casts with a swim bait. Using a 3.8-inch Kai tag, we're fishing this island out here. Same island we caught the ones on the drop shot a little earlier before we had to go in. So I'm hoping we can get some on a swim bait or a fast moving bait now, because that's how I want to catch them. And haven't really got many swim bait bites yet this week, so that's why I'm trying it. Let's keep going. We got something going on here. We got a double right now. Tom's got an absolute giant on, and there was a school swimming with him there. Mine just got off. I don't even care.
Landing for me, bro.
I know, dude. I know. I got you.
Bullshit line on. Look at the size of that. Dude, there was a school with him, bro. I told you they're going to school up. That is a fatty, bro.
Woo!
Wow,
that's smallmouth, Tom.
One, bro.
Nice one. We've been struggling today. That made it worth it right there.
There's 3 or 4 with him, bro.
That's a good one. They're schooling up, too. We saw some giants with them. Oh, yeah.
See that jump, bro? See that jump? Did you get it?
On the swim bait?
Yeah.
There's one.
Spinnerbait, though.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a fatty, bro.
There we go. Double. Yeah, fat. Finally got one to go on the spinnerbait. That took forever.
Nice, bro. Got off it, though.
Another one. They're on that Senko now. Oh yeah.
I'm swimming it, dude.
Swimming it?
Yeah, wacky rig, swimming.
Wow, swimming a
I
wacky rig
swim it, and
Senko.
they grab it, and I stop, and then I set the hook.
All right, fishing that point there. This is the first largemouth we've seen all day, I think. Solid one. Nice looking fish. That's how they build them in Lake Champlain. Fat. Okay, so we were about to go in. We left our last spot, and then Tom saw a point he liked, so we just had to stop on it. First cast, he missed a nice one, and then he had him break it. He had another one break him off the next cast because his line was frayed on the rocks. And then I was just sitting down, threw my tube out there, 4-pounder. Got to give it to Tom on that one. That was all him. We were headed in. He saw this point. I wasn't even paying attention. I was just sitting down. I threw my tube right out there on the point. And a beautiful 4-pound smallmouth to end the day. How about that? All right, guys, we're back here. This is the 5th day on Champlain. Starting out in the morning, throwing some swim baits and tubes around one of our favorite spots here up north. We'll see how we do today. This is our favorite part of the lake by far. We fished Central Lake yesterday, and we had around 17 pounds. We weighed our best 5, but it was kind of spotty. But now we're back up north today.
To get 'em.
Yeah, it was a long day yesterday. We're hoping we have good success up north because we have a lot of confidence up here. Moved out into some deeper grass, looking for largemouth, throwing a menace grub.
Hold his mouth. Can you get that hook out?
Not a bad one. Pretty looking smallmouth right there. Largemouth on a drop shot. Look at that one. That's a chunker. Fishing this community hole that everyone knows about. Looking for smallmouth again. Finding more largemouth.
That motherfucker's full of piss and vinegar, dude.
Tell me about it. I should probably stop experimenting and just throw a drop shot.
That's right.
They are community holes for a reason. I'm in the back experimenting with different baits. Tom's up here throwing the drop shot. Slaying him. This is his 4th on this one little spot. Well, you may be wondering why this next clip is coming to you from dry land and not on the boat. That would be because the trolling motor batteries didn't charge last night. We had a blown fuse, something melted, I don't know. Tom has been having a lot of problems with his boat. And honestly, this is just the trials and tribulations of coming up here for a week of fishing, and you know, stuff's gonna go wrong. But unfortunately this week for us, a lot of stuff has been going wrong. John is not even here right now because he's a mechanic. He's been having engine troubles all week. He hasn't even had a full day of fishing really, so it's just been a grind for us in terms of stuff going wrong. But we have another day and a half of practice and then the tournament comes. So honestly, we'll just see what happens, go with the flow, and hopefully I can bring you guys some good footage for the rest of the trip. We'll see. Since we can't fish anymore on the real boat today, screw it, I'm still going. Ooh, got a little bit of water in the boat though. Gotta take that out. There he is, man. Yeah! Yes! Look what I just caught, guys. Big old smallmouth. Tom was telling me that I was crazy coming out here. That is a 3.5 pound smallmouth. Easy. Got him on the swim bait right off this kayak. Our house is right over there. That is what it's all about. How awesome is that, man? Beautiful smallmouth. That's one of the bigger ones I've caught this week, and I caught it off the dock. Or excuse me, not off the dock. Man, off the kayak right near the house is what I was trying to say. Whew. Great fish. Well, wasn't that exciting? Caught that 3 pound plus smallmouth. Our house is literally right there. Tom was telling me, oh, you'll catch perch, maybe a pike. It's not even worth your time. Caught him on this 4-inch Kitech, classic bait here at Champlain for me. Dirty jig swim bait head. Hey, we couldn't take the boat out anymore today, and I made the best of it. There he is, there he is. Here's another one. Man, still fishing this point. I ate dinner, came back out. Still throwing that swim bait. That one's not as big as the last one. He's a 2 1/4, maybe pushing 2 1/2. Real fat, healthy bass. Finding some good smallmouth out here. How cool is that, man? Sun setting, beautiful Lake Champlain. Had problems with the boat today, but don't matter. Alright guys, there it is. That's my first cast of the morning. Look at how he choked the Ned. That's a Ned rig I'm throwing right now. Not a big one, about a 2 pounder, but I was determined to catch something on this, and it happened on the first cast.
Kind of a new rig out.
Yeah, let me show you the rig real quick. This is a cool little bait right here.
Out west they're bringing that. It's like
Called the Ned rig. It's a little 3-inch Senko on a special flat mushroom head. That's awesome. There it is. Oh, biggin. On the Ned. Number 2 on the Ned. Another decent one. How awesome is that? They're choking it. Well, we spent some time in largemouth water where my dad and Tom caught some yesterday, but it really wasn't happening. So now we're back in smallmouth territory, and Tom's trim hasn't been working good all morning. It's not working at all. So add that to the list, man. This week has been a nightmare in terms of problems. Weather, sickness, John's boat, Tom's boat. Been rough, but we got to keep it together. All right, nice one on the swim bait. Let's see what we got.
Digging.
Yep. That's a good fish. That's a fat one. Man.
That's a good fly with it.
Alright guys, there's the next one. This one came on a wacky rig Senko. Since Tom's hit him on the fall with the swim bait, I figured they would hit the wacky rig Senko falling too. Nice long fish. Good belly on him. 5 of these is what we're looking for sure. Since Tom's hit him on the fall, I figured I'd throw a little wacky rig Senko and just flutter it. And it didn't take long for that one to go. So it's been that bait. Tube hasn't been as big a player this year as it has been in past years, and today I've also been catching him on that little Ned rig there. And of course the Kitech, as always. Those are the 4 main baits we've been throwing for smallmouth this week. And a few on the spinner bait, but that really hasn't been a factor either. There's next cast for you. You can see the type of grass they're in. They're buried in that grass. And they're hitting this bait on the fall. Not nearly like the last one, but he'll go 2 1/4. Fat largemouth on a Senko. Fishing this little rock jetty right here. On a Senko bite pretty hard today. That's what we've done most of our damage on. He's not real long, but that's a fat one for sure. Ain't a bad one. Just out here. Another chunky largemouth. We just can't seem to find those 3.5 to 4 pound class fish in terms of largemouth that we're really looking for, but a lot of decent ones. Swim bait and Senko has been the ticket today. Another one. No, still the swim bait. Next cast. Another chunky largemouth. Still not the right size though. Two pounders. There he is. Yep. Yep. Oh yeah, smallmouth. Smallmouth out here. Still all cookie cutter sized fish. Alright, back to throwing one of my new favorite things to throw, the Ned rig. Yep, got it from Tom along with the rod and reel. I kept breaking my spinning reels this week. I broke 2 rods actually. And Tom gave me this rod for free, along with a couple Ned rigs. And I thought I'd try them out today, and they've just been killer for largemouth and smallmouth. if I'm fishing for smallies tomorrow, I'm definitely throwing these. All right, guys, we're leaving the meeting, headed back to the house. We all got our co-anglers and boaters for tomorrow. Tom ended up fishing with Trevor Topkin. How about that? I'm fishing with a local. Dad's fishing with someone from Massachusetts. So we'll see what happens. What's going on, guys? Back in New Jersey. Hooray. As far as the tournament goes, I ended up fishing with an awesome boater from Vermont named Cole Harris. Really cool guy. Hope I get to fish with him again sometime. He said I could come up. Maybe we'll film a video. Who knows? But he was around good fish. I think he finished in 13th. Got some really good bites from big largemouth. Me, on the other hand, I didn't do so well from the back. I caught 2 largemouth that weighed 5.6. Had a few more hooked that I could have put in the boat and bumped me up. But hey, that's just fishing. Flipping largemouth in that thick grass really isn't my strength. Something I'm trying to get better at. And I don't even care because it was a great time. I had an awesome day with Cole. And it was just a fun experience for me. Trevor Topkin, on the other hand, my buddy, he got a nice check. He weighed him 13 pounds, 12 ounces out of the back of Tom Wolverton's boat. And Tom, I know he made it his goal to try and get Trevor a check, so that's awesome. And it was really cool that they got paired together. And I don't think my dad had such a great tournament either. He fished with some guy in a bass tracker, so I'm sure that inhibited him a little bit, but oh well. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm probably going to do 1 or 2 more here in New Jersey, and then I'm back to Virginia. Hopefully I can film down there too. So until next time, I'm Eric Guarino for thebasscollege.com.